Good afternoon, everyone. I think many people yet to join. So, we'll wait for 2 minutes and then we'll start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 members are there. Okay, I hope you watched the previous videos that I have uploaded on the YouTube. Then just brief idea. Uh, we'll go over that fastly. So, undirected graph. Uh, 1 minute. Hello. हॅलो हॅलो हा मॅडम बोला की. आता लेक्चर होतं माझं. बरं बरं होय काय. बरं बरं ठीक आहे. Okay, so there are two types of graph: directed and undirected graph. Undirected graph means no direction is given, and this is u is vertex, v is another vertex, and this is the e is the edge. Okay, and degree of vertex, the number of edges incident on a vertex, that is called as degree of vertex. So suppose let's take this example. This is the graph u, v, w, and k. Four vertices are there in a graph. And what is the degree of u? Two edges are incident on this u, so degree of u is 2. One edge incident on this w, degree of w is 1. And here no edge is incident on k, so degree of k is equal to 0. So based on the degree of vertex, we call these vertices different with different names. So pendant vertex means the degree of vertex is equal to 1. Isolated vertex is degree of k is equal to 0. Okay, this is about the undirected graph. In case of directed graph, we have a direction. Okay, so for the edge u comma v, u is adjacent to v. So if there is a direction, then we call this in different terminology. Means for the edge u comma v, u comma v, u is adjacent to v, so we can call it as a u is adjacent to v because the arrow is from u to v, or v is adjacent from u. So that is the terminology that we use in case of directed graph. And there is a two term, in degree and out degree. Means number of edges from for which u is terminal vertex, means last vertex, and out degree means number of edges for which u is the initial vertex, means the this is the initial vertex, means arrow is coming to V and arrow is going from U. Okay, so by using that we compute the in degree and out degree. Okay, so theorems, some theorems are there for the undirected graph. Theorem 1 is the theorem is called as handshaking theorem. Okay, and what is that theorem? 2e is equal to summation of all vertices degree. Okay, so it is 2 into number of edges is equal to summation of degree of all vertices. Okay, that is called as handshaking theorem, and every edge connects two vertices, so that's why we use this 2e. Okay, so by using this example we can prove this theorem. Like suppose how many edges are there in this particular graph? Two edges. Okay, and the degree of u is 2 because two edges are incident on u, so we can just solve this. Okay, so degree of u is 2, then degree of v is 1, and degree of w is 1. Okay, summation of degree of all vertices is 2 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 4, and the edges are 2, so 2 into 2 4 is equal to 2 plus 1 plus 1. So hence we prove the handshaking theorem. Means well, such examples will be there in your exam to prove the handshaking theorem. Okay, so each contribute twice to the total degree count of all vertices. And theorem 2 is an undirected graph has an even number of vertices of odd degree. Okay, so suppose uh, there is a total 10 vertices. Okay, and if we have odd degree, in that few vertices are having odd degree, so then we definitely tell that there is a even number of vertices with odd degree. Means out of that 10 we cannot have 3 vertices of odd degree, 5 vertices of odd degree. So there will be number like even number, means 2 vertices of odd degree, then 4 vertices of odd degree, or no vertices of odd degree. Okay, so likewise this theorem is there in case of undirected graph. And one example is also given here, or the formula in this regard. Okay, so just see this theorem 2 and example of this theorem 2. U v w x, 4 vertices are there in this particular graph, and degree of this u is 3, means 3 edges are incident on this u. So this one, this one, this one. Okay, 3 edges are incident to this u, so the degree of u is 3. Same way degree of v is 3, x is 3, w is 3. Okay, and suppose we count these odd degrees, then it is even. So 1 2 3 4. Okay, here in this graph 4 vertices of odd degree. Okay, so this is the theorem 2. And let v1 be vertices of even degree and v2 of odd degree in undirected graph g v comma e with m edges, then 2m is equal to summation v belongs to v degree v. So this is the previous theorem, and v belongs to v1 degree of v plus summation of v belongs to v2 degree v. Okay, v1 and v2 are the vertices of even degree and odd degree. So we can put this equation put these values, and by using handshaking theorem we can get the result as a 2m number of edges. Okay, so here uh, okay, so we'll not go into this example because there is a no graph. Then one more theorem related to directed graph. Degree of, so plus means out degree, so we can see over here, plus means out degree and minus means in degree. So out degree of u is equal to in degree u is equal to total number of edges. So from this what we can understand, if directed graph is there, then in case of directed graph, in degree or out degree is equal to number of edges. So number of outgoing edges, number of incoming edges is equal to number of edges in the graph. Okay. So after proving the theorem and looking at the example related to the theorem, we have we'll see the corollary. Okay, so what is this corollary one? If G is a regular graph with degree of each vertex is k. So what is regular graph? Regular graph means we can say degree of each vertex is same in a regular graph. Okay, so if G is a regular graph, you can just understand for this corollary, regular graph means degree of each vertex is the same. Means suppose there is 4 vertices of degree 5, then we can say that that graph is regular graph. Or degree of each vertex is 3, then we can say that that graph is regular graph. Okay, so if G is a regular graph with degree of each vertex is k, then k into v is equal to 2 into e. Okay, it is again related to the theorem 1, handshaking theorem. Okay, because we what is that handshaking theorem? Again we go to that handshaking theorem. Two e is equal to summation of degrees of all vertices. 2e is equal to summation of degree of all vertices. Okay, so that is the theorem. That same theorem we use for this corollary one. Okay, if G is a regular graph with degree of each vertex is k, then k into number of vertices is equal to 2 into number of edges. And here is the example of complete graph. Each node in the graph is connected with each other. So we can have k is equal to 3. Degree of the each vertex is equal to 3. Number of vertices are 4. So 3 into 4 is equal to 2 into e. So there is a 6 number of edges. So 4 into 3 is 12 and 2 into 6 is 12. So hence we prove this corollary one. Then one more example is there. 3 vertices are there and 3 vertices of degree 2. K is equal to 2. 2 into 3, number of vertices is 3, 6, and 2 into e means number of edges is also 3. Okay, so 6 is equal to 3. So if a number of edges is not given, then we can compute the number of edges by using this corollary one. Then corollary 2, in a graph G, degree of each vertex is at least k. Okay. So k into number of vertices is less than is equal to 2 into e. So any graph is there. For the complete graph we have means For the complete graph, we have total number of edges are more. Okay, so uh, what we can say, if other graph we use, then in that case the total number of edges are less. And if suppose in a graph the any of the vertices is having degree k, at least k, then we can say that k into v less than is equal to 2 into e. Okay, so degree of v is greater than is equal to k. So any of the vertices we can use the largest degree in this case. Okay, so 2 into 4 less than is equal to 2 into 5, so 8 less than is equal to 10. So what is the 2 into 4? 4 means number of vertices. Here A, B, C, D, 4 vertices are there, and at least 2 is the, so minimum 2 degree is there, maximum 3 degree is there in this case. So we use at least a case. So 2 into 5, total number of edges are 5, so 2 into 5 is 10, and hence we prove this corollary 2. Okay, I think there will be a slight confusion in this regard. If there is any question, then you can ask in chat window till this point. As I have already uh, put the same video on YouTube, but uh, if somebody has not seen that videos, then this lecture, this part of lecture is useful for them. Any doubt, you just put your query in chat window. Or no doubt. If suppose no doubt is there, then you just put no doubt in the chat window. Yes, Rushabh, Apurva,
No
Prasad.
doubt, sir.
No doubt, sir.
I'm not able to hear you, so that's why I'm telling you to put the things in chat window. Yes, okay. So next thing is that based on this corollary and theorem, we have this question. Question 1 is, an undirected connected graph has 27 edges, 6 vertices of degree 2, then 3 vertices of degree 4, and remaining vertices of degree 3. Find the number of vertices in the graph. Okay, as per the handshaking theorem, the handshaking theorem is this: 2e is equal to summation of degrees of all vertices. So here it is given that edges is given 27. So 2 into 27 is equal to degree of all vertices. So 6 vertices of degree 2, 6 into 2 plus 3 vertices of degree 4, 3 into 4, 6 into 2, 3 into 4, and remaining vertices that we assume x, the remaining vertices are x. Okay, so x into 3. So the 2 into 27 is equal to 6 into 2 plus 3 into 4 plus 3 into x. So 54 plus 12 plus 12 plus 3x. Then if we simplify this, we get x is equal to 10. So this is not our means this is not the expected answer. The expected answer is find the number of vertices in the graph. So remaining, if the question is what is the remaining vertices, then x is equal to 10, that with degree 3, that is true. But here in this question it is asked that find the number of vertices in the graph. Okay, so to find the number of vertices in the graph, we have total 6 vertices of degree 2, that means 6, 3 vertices of degree 4, that means 3, and 10 vertices of degree 3 means 10. Okay, here also we can prove the second theorem. Okay, even number of vertices of odd degree. So from this we can say that 6 vertices of degree 2, so that is not for our interest. Then 3 vertices of degree 4, this is also not for our interest, and remaining vertices of degree 3. So this is what we look for, means uh, this is the odd degree. So even number of vertices with odd degree. So even number of vertices means 10 number of vertices with odd degree 3. Okay, so second theorem is also we are proving in this particular example, or to cross check whether your answer is correct or not. This is the way to cross check. Okay, and total number of vertices is 6 plus 3 plus 10, which is equal to 90. So this is first question. Similar question will be there in your exam, as you get the question in mid-sem exam. Similar way you will get the question in a end sem exam. So question 2, an undirected connected graph has 18 edges. Again we have undirected graph with 18 edges and all vertices of degree 4. Okay, so here degree 4 is there for all vertices. Find the number of vertices. So total number of vertices we have to find out here. Okay, so how to get total number of vertices? By using handshaking theorem, 2e is equal to summation of degrees of all vertices. But here for all vertices degree is 4, so we assume that, so there are total x number of vertices, so 4x into 2 into 18, and x is equal to 9. 9 vertices are there in this particular, means the answer of this question is 9 vertices. Okay, I'm going fast because already I have put the video on YouTube for the same. Then next question is the maximum number of vertices are possible in simple undirected graph with 35 edges and degree of each vertex is at least 3. So this is the next question. What is the maximum number of vertices that are possible? Okay, so we use the second corollary, k into v less than is equal to 2 into e. So e is 35 given, so 3 we have each degree of each vertex is at least 3. So 3 into v less than is equal to 2 into 35. 3 into v less than is equal to 70, and v less than is equal to 70 by 3, and it is 23. So maximum number of vertices are 23. Here the answer we are getting in uh, fraction, but vertices never in the form of fraction. So we'll see what answer is there. 70 by, so 23.33. Here we are getting 23 by 33, and as it is means the vertices count never become a fraction. So that's why we take the means previous value, previous largest value. So 23.33 is the actual number and we get the 23 in that case. Then next terminology is about the complete graph. So Kn is a simple graph with okay, before moving to the next point, is there any doubt till this point? Yes. Okay. Let's move to the next point, which is complete graph. Kn is a simple graph. Simple graph means there is a no loop, no parallel edges in the graph. Okay, so that graph is called as simple graph. So Kn is a simple graph that contains exactly one edge between each pair of distinct vertices. So that means single vertex is there, so no edge, which is K1. One vertex between two nodes is K2. Three vertex between three nodes K3, and uh, six vertex between six edges between four vertex. Okay, and after learning this complete graph concept, we have cycle. So Cn, where n greater than is equal to 3, consists of n vertices v1 to vn and edges v1 comma v2 v2 comma v3 up to vn comma v1. So that is called as cycle. So example is given here: v1 to v2, v2 to v3 and v3 to v1. Okay, that means it will start from initial point and again it will come to the same point. That is called as cycle. Then cycle of 4 is second example. So here we start from this v1, v2, v3 and v4 again to the v1. C5 is, it will start from v1, v2, v3, v4, v5 and again comes back to the v1. Okay. So this is about the cycle. Then wheels wn obtained by adding one vertex to the cycle. So here we have cycle. We know the concept of cycle. We add the vertex in the the vertex to the cycle connecting to the all vertices. That means if we add the one vertex over here, it will connect to the all other vertices. If we add one vertex over here, it will connect to all four other vertices. If we have the vertex over here, it will connect to all other vertices. Okay, that is called as wheel. Wheel we get from the cycle. Then after learning the concept of complete graph, cycle, wheels, we have the concept of bipartite graph. Okay, so what is bipartite graph? In a simple graph G, if V can be positioned in two disjoint sets v1 and v2 such that every edge in a graph connects a vertex in v1 and vertex in v2. In simple word, what we can say, the graph is divided into two different parts and the edges are connected from one part to another part. not in the connection between the edges, or connection in the edges is not allowed in a particular part. Okay, so we need to have uh, two different parts of this vertex. Okay, and complete bipartite graph is km comma n is the graph that has its vertex set partitioned into two subsets of m and n, okay, vertices respectively. So there is an edge between two vertices if and only if one vertex is in first subset and other vertex is in second subset. That means from one subset to another subset, all the edges are there in between that point. Okay, it is called as complete bipartite graph. Also, here a simple bipartite graph and complete bipartite graph we can represent is it by using k2 comma 3 k3 comma 3 based on number of vertex in subpart, each subpart. Okay, then any doubt? Okay, next point is complement of a graph. So let G be a simple graph with n vertices. Now the complement of graph is denoted by G bar, is the also simple graph whose vertices are same as that of G, but the edges in edge Vi comma Vj belongs to G bar if and only if the edge Vi comma Vj not belongs to in G. So we take only the edges that are not present in G bar. Uh, that is called as complement of the graph. So here one example is given, A, B, C, D. Then this is one G bar, A, B, C, D. So the total number of vertices are the same, but the edges which are there in this particular graph is not the same as that of in a G. Okay, so here is the G bar. Okay, it is equal to complete graph. So whenever we use the complement of the graph, the complement of the graph is the union of the sorry, complement of the graph is opposite of the normal graph. Okay. And if G is a simple graph with n vertices, then number of edges, the example is represented over here. E of G, the mod of E of G means total number of edges in G plus total number of edges in G bar is equal to E of Kn, means total number of edges in a simple graph related to the number of vertices. So n is the number of vertices and it is equal to n into n minus 1 by 2. Okay. So the next example is based on this concept. Let G be a simple graph with 10 vertices and 31 edges. Find the edges in G bar. Okay, so what is given over here? 10 vertices and 31 edges. Okay, so E of G plus E of G bar is equal to E of Kn, okay, and which is equal to n into n minus 1 by 2. So this is related to simple complete graph. Again we have given over here n is equal to 10, total number of vertices n is equal to 10, edges is equal to 31, and this is about the non-complement. So we have to find out the number of edges in the complement graph. So that's why here E of G. So by using this formula, E of G plus E of G bar is equal to E of Kn. So we can use this E of G as 31 plus E of G bar is equal to 10 into 9. So it is 45 minus 31, and E of G bar is equal to 40. Okay, so this is how we get the result. Then E of G is equal to 35, E of G bar is equal to 43. Find the number of vertices. So by using this formula, E of G plus E of G bar is equal to n into n minus 1 by 2. So what is given over here? E of G is given. E of G is equal to 35 plus 43. Okay, 35 plus 40, 38, 78. So which is equal to 78, which is equal to n minus 1 means n square minus n by 2. Okay. So 2 we shift to this side, which is 156 is equal to n square minus n. Okay, so again we use this equation. N square minus n minus 156 is equal to 0. Okay, so we have to solve this equation. N square minus n minus 156 so okay, so we can solve this equation like n square okay, so the factors I think here no space is there. The factors are for this equation is 12 and 13, and based on that 12 and 13 we neglect the negative value and we keep the non-negative value for this equation, and non-negative value I think 12 is there. So total number of vertices is 12. Okay, so this is about the video that I have uploaded. Now we move to the next point, which is graph representation. Okay, so graph representation, we can represent the graph in different ways. First way is incidence matrix. Okay, so incidence matrix it is useful when information about the edges is more desirable than information about the vertices. So when to use this incidence